Guys, it is happening. Bitcoin has broken down out of the rising wedge here and also has lost the upward sloping support line and broke also the potentially bullish pennant that we had. And now we have to talk about where Bitcoin is heading next. And I have unfortunately even worse news for you on another chart that I'm gonna show you by the end of the video. So definitely stick around here. And make sure, if you're new to the channel, like this video, subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell. And now, without any further ado, let's jump straight in here into the charts. So here I had shown you guys yesterday that we had here this pennant or bull flag, however you want to call that. And I was pointing out that I lean more to the bearish side, that we will see a breakdown to the downside. That was exactly what was happening here. But before we got a fake out that basically caught all the bulls right-handed. But I had told you guys, be careful. I was expecting a breakout to the upside with an immediate breakdown again to the downside. And that was exactly what we have seen here. With that move here to the downside all the way down to $16,875. And that was also our first take profit point that I mentioned yesterday. So you see here from the entry all the way down to the first take profit point, we would have made 0.75%. If you would have traded with 10x leverage, that would have been 7.5%, with 20x 15%, and so on and so on. And now what we can observe here is a retest of this upward sloping resistance line. Here on the 4-hourly chart, it looks like that we could potentially see a jump over it, but I think that will be not long lasting, and we will see another fake out to the downside with further downwards movement. So when we go here to the daily chart, also here we can see something really interesting. Also here, the upward sloping support that we were forming here is about to be broken. If we break this today with a candle close to the downside, so if this candle goes just a little bit lower to $16,975, so it needs to go only down $30 and close there, then we are in deep trouble here. Also on the daily chart. So, and that is actually the moment where I increase heavily my short position, because then I think 16,000 is on the table again, and we could see Bitcoin go all the way down to 16,000, and that is then the right moment to open a really big short position on a BYBIT. And I will make sure that you guys in my free Telegram channel will be able to catch this trade with me together. So once I see that tonight happening, I am gonna inform you guys and will open if I'm opening a short position. And don't forget, guys, on BYBIT, if you want and you're not on BYBIT yet, you get $30,000 if you sign up with my link, and $20,000 on Bitget, also only with my specific link, guys. These offers are limited and only available if you click my link, so make sure to do that. So now when we go here to the rising wedge, also here we have seen already the retest of this upward sloping support of the rising wedge, and we have also touched the bottom or basically the top of that support area. So the price is squeezed in between here right now. But yeah, so as we had already the retest here, I don't believe that we will see here another attempt where we break into the rising wedge and see another retest of the top here. Of course, we could see a wick coming in here, but it will go straight down, and then we break into this support area. Now let's go quick to the weekly chart, and that is the really bad looking chart, and that was also something that I had warned you 2 days ago, I think, about, or yesterday also, that we could see here an evening star candle formation. So if the weekly candle from last week would exactly close as it did with a Darth Maul candle. So now look here what an evening star pattern does look like, and it is looking exactly as we see it right now in the charts here. So we see here a long first body to the upside, check. So then let me make a check here, check. So then we see here the star with a gap up and a gap down, also check. And then strong finish into first candle body. So that means that the third candle is pushing as low as it can and as close as it can to the bottom of the first candle. For now, I will make here a minus, so or an equal sign. Let me make equal. So because this week is still ongoing, we don't know how this candle is finishing. But normally when we have the first two candles, there is an 80% chance that we will complete this pattern as we see it here textbook wise. So, and when we are completing it, that means we have a reversal or a continuation to the downside. And that will also mean that we go here way lower also on the weekly chart. And in my opinion, we will get here close to this green line, to touch this green line. So, and that would be around $14,000 in the next coming couple of weeks here. So we are not out of the woods yet, in my opinion, especially with what we see on the weekly chart here right now, because that is really bad for the midterm for Bitcoin before we see here any kind of reversal. So the best case scenario for me, what we could see here, because I've seen stuff like this before, is that we complete the evening star pattern, we go one more leg down, we don't have to touch the green line, one more leg down, and then we start to go sideways for a long time, and then we go slowly up here and go up like this. So that is my best case scenario. So don't bother now here on the dates on the bottom with that line. So that is not in proportion. So just what I believe how it will look like over the next coming, let's say 2 weeks, how the price will develop on the chart. I really don't expect a volatile and crazy move here in the next coming days and weeks where we see something like this here. So that is something that I absolutely don't expect. We have still the Fed meeting coming up, so that could actually sending this week's candle all the way down. And that is also something that I'm leaning on or betting on, that this might be the case here, where we have already completed 70% of this pattern. Guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode and could also learn something from it. Please make sure that you smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you then again tomorrow.